Your home is clean and pure as it can be, especially with allergy season upon us. But back to my point of having a nice variety in the show. This is my pick of the show. I love this item because you know what? First of all, we all love our belts, right? Guys, gals, but they are crazy expensive. They really are. And then it's like, well, you think you need one size, and then 5 years later, you're like, well, I outgrew that one, didn't I? We have these from Bell & Howell. I mean, an innovative company for over 150 years. We have these amazing stretchy belts, and you're getting 3. I'll show you what the color combination choices are. What's so cool about these is that there are no holes. There are no little holes to find, no need to pierce the belt for new ones. It stretches as you stretch or adapt and maybe spring back from losing a bit of weight. So it's just really a practical idea, and is a hot deal price. All 3 belts for $25.99. We've got 4 actually color palettes to choose from. And Chad Allen, hi, my friend who is rocking and rolling to start the show. Good to see you this morning.
I love your show open. I love your show music. I love you.
You were sweet. Thank you.
Callie's the best.
Thanks.
Yeah, but you get 3 belts in each collection. We've done these collections by design for sure.
Yeah.
The tweed is my favorite. We'll get, actually the tweed. This is my favorite.
Tweed is up here.
Right here. I'm wearing the black tweed, this one right there. But you get all of those.
So here's tweed. You get the brown, black, and gray, or blue.
Yep.
This one's the black, white, and gray. Black, white, and gray.
Yep.
This is the brown, black, and navy, and this is the Aztec.
Yeah, all 3 of these, like in their matching gift boxes, come to you. If you're a J. King lover, that Aztec there, that one inside of the Aztec collection is going to be for you. You also have your black and white version, which is a great mix of colors. And then your gray and white, that's our most fashionable pack that we have. Everything else is pretty neutral. But if you've never seen this before, welcome. It's like our 5th or 6th year doing it. It's a woven mesh belt. That's why we get the stretch. So there's no holes in it where you would normally put your post through. So anywhere you want, anywhere along this whole path, I can poke that post through. That means I can grow or shrink. Let me just get it to the camera so you can see. Look, see that post coming through? Now watch as I slowly pull it out. You are not going to see any hole left behind. Anywhere along that whole path, I mean the whole thing, can be where you adjust your belt. What does that mean? And by the way, both sides are leather tips with double stitching on both sides, real metal clasp. We give you the extra leather loop here to catch any extra fabric you might have, but it's a beautiful belt, of course. What does it actually mean? It means you can gain a few pounds, you can lose a few pounds, you can swell, you can shrink, you can do all of it. I'm gonna step in front because I want to show you my only demo that I have with a belt. And that is when you have a couple beers at dinner or you get on an airplane, your body is always growing and shrinking no matter what. And if you have a firm leather belt, it does not move at all. This belt looks great, of course. This is a part of the tweed collection. I can grow, but it always goes back, and I let it snap, of course, so you can see just how dramatic that is. It never loses its shape or its form. It also is a flexible mesh fabric, and so it doesn't cut into your stomach. If you take your pants off or your shirt off and you always see like a red mark right there, if you have somebody who's a semi-driver or a delivery driver and they're sitting all day, and that would cut into you with a real leather belt. Not this, but it always does its job. It always does what it's supposed to do. You can see the metal clasp here looks like any other regular belt. If you are unfamiliar with a mesh woven belt, talk to an athlete in your life. Talk to somebody who's played sports in your life, because I promise you they own them already. They probably have one because they're the most comfortable belt, especially if you're a golfer or anything where you're swinging and moving.
Really good point.
That's why they always wear these. Yeah.
That is a really good point. My gosh, that reminds me, I need to get these for my nephew Blake. He's a golfer. And you know, he's a growing boy. He used to be a skinny, scrawny little thing, and now he's like 20 and he's filling out.
With
so
Tristan and others, I mean, it doesn't matter your age, and it doesn't matter, you know, man, woman. I'm a size 30. The reviews talk about size 46, 47, 48. All those are fine, but you get all 3. And I know I'm biased and I love them all. This right here, this tweed collection, if you're somebody if you or your husband or your nephew have only ever worn a black belt, this is the easiest way with the tweed, because the design is just a hint. It's the easiest way to get a little more fashion into your wardrobe without overdoing it, without scaring yourself, going like, I can't wear, like Callie has big, beautiful pattern on your pants today, right? And so like that might scare somebody if you haven't done a big, bold pattern before.
Right.
So the tweed is your easiest entry into a more fashionable palette of belts.
Because the black can go black or gray. I mean, the blue, the navy in the tweed has more of a navy and a white. And then, of course, that brown is like a perfect taupe. So
with a khaki pant? Oh, that's great, yes.
I mean, how expensive are belts? Have you checked lately?
Here you go. I got tags on
Really?
this one. Right there it is, 85 bucks.
I didn't realize they're that expensive.
Now, this is full leather. I bought it at the department store. I've had the same belt for 5 years.
$85.
This is a compare. Here's why I pointed out, and I leave the tags on for a reason. This is a new belt. This is not a worn out belt. Because look, you always have these holes, right? And they only go from there to there. That means I can only grow or shrink.
That's a good point,
from there to there. And this belt is new. But you know what happens. These holes get stretched out. They get worn out. They start to rip to one side. You know the husband or the uncle who ends up drilling a new hole in between the two holes because it's just, but they don't give. Those holes do not give a centimeter of flexibility to grow or shrink.
This one you can't even tell where you pierced it.
I'm going to step right in front. I'm sorry to be a little rogue here, but look, I can put my foot on the end and I can pull up and it goes to nearly as tall as I am. I'm 5'11". Look, it goes to nearly my whole body. Now I'm using my muscle and stretching it out. But it always goes back to that same shape every single time.
That is a really good point.
It's like your shapewear or something. It always just stays where it needs to be, but gives you the flexibility where you need it.
And how many times do your son or your husband or you yourself, I mean your daughter, I don't have a belt to go with that outfit. I don't have a belt to go with a suit, especially at the dressier events. It's like you don't do those too often. So it's like, oh my gosh, I have a graduation party. I don't have a belt. And then you drive to the store. Belts are crazy expensive.
Now you got three.
And now you've got three. That breaks down to less than $10 a belt. It's like $9, maybe $8.50 a belt. Don't ask me how it's that affordable. It just is. And if you don't love them, you can send them back within a month. But you're going to be impressed with these, not only because you can tell from a distance how good looking they are. The quality is really impressive.
Huge customer pick. Lots of reviews on this belt. We sell this in QVC, UK, Germany, all the countries that have a shopping channel. When Bell and Howell, we present this belt. Why? Because it is just that popular. Men don't usually buy belts for themselves or underwear or socks for ourselves because they're just expensive and we think we only need one belt. So you can split this up, share it with your husband, share it with your daughter, share it with your nephew. The Aztec collection is our most fashionable, but if you are not sure, then you should definitely pick up this set where you get a brown, because that's classic, a black, and a navy. That is going to be your classic. You can't go wrong. There is no mistake you can make there. They all come in gift boxes.
I was just going to say that. Look at that.
We're talking about the football coach, the teacher, the delivery driver, the nephew. If you're always telling your nephew, pull your pants up, you can just give him a belt because it doesn't really cost anything, right? I was just telling Jenny Bond, I said, Jenny Bond, pull your pants up. She's off to the side. But it doesn't matter. Jenny can wear it, I can wear it, Callie can wear it, and it looks good on all of us.
And you do get 3 individual boxes, so if you wanted to give them out as 3 separate gifts, keep one, give 2. It's completely up to you. But while they're a hot deal, I mean, even normally at $32 for a 3-pack, amazing buy. But do it while it's a hot deal price. We only have a couple thousand left on this one. And if you want to still, because you're still not sure, read some reviews. The reviews are really good.
If you're curious about the sizing that will fit, because I can stand here and tell you one size fits all day, but sometimes you don't believe me, go read the reviews. I mean, they're 46, 48. I'm a size 30. You saw me here on live TV. You can't go wrong with this. It's almost too good to be true if you're unfamiliar with this category of belts. Bell & Howell didn't invent it. What we did is mass manufacture them so we can lower the price to give a good value.
And I'm really impressed that it can be both gender friendly. You know, I just saw a lady, and it's very, very good-looking belts. Both of all 3 of them are.
All 3.
So this is one collection. We've got the black, white, gray. We've got the black, brown, and navy. We've got them in the Aztec collection for more of the fashion-forward look, and then this one's the tweed that I know we are both loving very much.
I love that tweed.
They're really good-looking
belts. If you can pick up the tweed,
shockingly.
Do it. You won't be disappointed.
803-999 is the item number for you to order these. Thank you so much for coming in. He's still dancing.
I love this song. It's playing in my ear. You got Jenny coming on. Come on,
We got Jenny, and she's got her pants pulled up.
I shouldn't have said that.
Also, coming up later, I am so excited about, we have a new origami product we're launching in the show.
Legacy company.
Right.